It's fine if you believe all the falsehoods and the narrative. Oh, we have to go and destroy this country for this other country because of this prophecy that nobody can explain. For this reason that has been proven to be false, when an innocent soul is slain unlawfully, it cries out until the very end, until judgment occurs. Because when the governments are set up to oppress those who tell the truth, they hate them and they love liars and they promote them and they put them at the top of society. Regarding the United States of America, she most certainly is in prophecy, along with Israel, but not how you'd think. And don't get your hopes up too much, because the things spoken about both of these guys, I should say ladies, is devastating. Contrary to popular belief, because it is just a popular belief, it's not based on scripture. All the things that are believed about Israel right now are deception. Think tanks and entities throughout the years have designed ways to manipulate the populations through propaganda into aligning with what they want. For example, they knew that certain people, through Darby and dispensationalism, thought that Israel is to return again and become a nation, and that would signify the prophecy. And so what these Rothschilds, what they knew, and they understood the culture and how they could manipulate people who they thought were zealots, and also how they could separate themselves in this. The idea was born. Let's use the Christians. Let's get in there. We could easily buy their pastors because they are so inexpensive to sell out, as this so clearly showed. That's when I stopped going to an assembly and had to understand that I had to learn this stuff myself. And no one's teaching me except him, but that's the words that were promised to us, that he will show us all things. And so I'm witness that what I say is scripture and prophecy. The great beast that controls all the kings of the earth, controls and manipulates. What country on this earth has overthrown 86 nations in a few short years? How many millions of innocent souls are crying out, and the blood of the righteous cry out continually for vengeance. People don't understand how this world works. See, when an innocent soul is slain unlawfully, it cries out until the very end, until judgment occurs. And so look into it. It's not my making up. Earthquakes are increasing exponentially on this earth because innocent and righteous blood is crying out, and the foundations of the earth are trembling because of this. The Book of Enoch speaks of this. All the different places it speaks of the blood of Abel crying out, and in Revelations it speaks of the innocent and the righteous blood crying out. We'll look into these Noahide laws. If you worship Yahusha, well, that's considered a false idol according to these laws that are already in place. And what is the penalty? That specific way. Is it coincidence? That particular group is called out in the book of Revelations, by the way, as being one of the most blessed people that could ever live on the face of the earth. That's who those people will be in reality, but the world will think it's a travesty. Blessed are those who die in Yahweh from this point, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them. See, our perspective as modern people is comfort and relaxation. Persecution is coming on behalf of the way. It's fine if you believe all the falsehoods and the narrative. Oh, we have to go and destroy this country for this other country because of this prophecy that nobody can explain. For this reason that has been proven to be false. Deception is written into law. Evil, decree, and oppression. When that is written into the law, the Creator has judgment. The government now is illegal. In Romans, where it says that we are to follow and obey the governments, well, this unfortunately is null and void. Because when the governments are set up to oppress those who tell the truth, they hate them and they love liars and they promote them and they put them at the top of society. All the politicians, all the people in power, they're compromised. That's how they got there. That's how the Epstein files lays it out. And that's why they cannot, nor will they ever release any. It's all part of it. It's all part of the system. It goes perfectly with Revelations and the Book of Enoch and the Book of Daniel and the Book of Zechariah and Ezekiel. Look into the Book of Ezekiel, chapter 21 through 24. It describes Jerusalem having a great destruction and been given a double cup for her sins. Look in the book of Revelations. It says the 10 kings Yahweh has put in their heart to fulfill his will and to agree and to judge this harlot that has taken over all the kings of the earth and rule them. We can see this as a fact now. They have allowed us to see this somehow. And so what the Christians of nowadays don't understand, that's why I'm a follower of the way. They don't understand that they point to these prophecies about Jerusalem and Israel being protected, and they support them no matter what crazy, terrible, innocent, being harmed atrocities, which I can't even explain. I will get banned for even discussing that here. Supporting them without question, yet the roots of your belief are rotten and corrupt and purposefully deceptive. And so then the great beast is going to take over and the Antichrist is going to arise. He is going to be slain. Revelations after the fifth trumpet, Apollyon, the destroyer, when perhaps CERN is opened, an entity is going to come out and dwell in the Antichrist. Then they are able to kill the two witnesses. But see, not after and until their witness has been fulfilled, because they are going to come against the Antichrist and expose him. They have the Spirit of the Most High. See, he has come to destroy the works of the devil. And where are the other followers of the way? This is our mission. This is our duty. But first and foremost, we must have the belt of truth, and that guides our way, and pride gets tossed out every time. There's no place for that. Humility before the Most High, and we are meek among men. Under one king, out.